Hello everybody. Shri Kumarswami College Ausa heartily greets all the respected dignitaries and delegates here at the virtual platform for the International E-Conference on the topic Empowering Education, the Impact of Teacher Professional Development on Student Learning. The college Shri Kumarswami College Ausa is run by Sri Mahanta Swami Shikshan Prasarak Mandal Ausa. The college is affiliated to Swami Ramananda Tirth Marathwada University, Nanded, State Maharashtra, India. The college runs number of innovative activities under the academic leadership of the principal, Honorable Dr. M. Ambedkar Sir, and he is the presiding authority of the today's International E-Conference. On behalf of the organizing committee of the International E-Conference and the college, I welcome you, sir. I also welcome and feel immense pleasure to greet today's chief guest and keynote speaker, Honorable Reham Elkammah ma'am from Cairo, Egypt. We are very happy, will be very happy to listen your keynote speech and gain knowledge from it. Once again, I welcome you, ma'am, on behalf of the organizing committee. Today, we are having the session chair, respected principal, Meenakshi Mehra, ma'am. I welcome you, ma'am, on behalf of the college and the organizing committee. And before the commencement of the actual keynote speech by the chief guest of this International E-Conference, I would like to invite the presiding authority of this International E-Conference, Honorable Principal Dr. M. Ambedkar Sir, for his welcome note. Please, sir, welcome.
Thank you, Professor Karar Sir. And today's resource person, Mrs. Elkammah Madam. I would like to introduce her. She is 26 years experience in the development of strategic planning, management and educational solutions within the education sector. She holds a BA in English Literature from Cairo University and has continued her professional development with certifications from both the American University in Cairo and Harvard University. Mrs. Elkammah is certified trainer and professional coach and holds a MA in education from American International College. When I requested her to deliver a talk on this topic in our international conference, she accepted our invitation and joined here as a resource person. Her contribution in the field of education, we want to listen from her on the topic the empowering education, the impact of teachers professional development on student learning. I welcome you, madam. I welcome you, the session chair principal Meenakshi Mehra madam, also all the officers, those who are joined from your company. She is working as a chief academic officer, Benchmark Academy, Cairo, Egypt. Welcome you, madam, and can share your thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Baxter, for the introduction, and thank you for the organization committee. I would like to welcome all the attendees today. It gives me great pleasure to be among this group of people who are interested in education. Today, I'm going to give you insights about share with you some insights about the impact of professional development on students' learning. And let me start with a short story about high school literature teacher. During her first day of school, she entered the class and she started distributing novels among students to read and analyze. And at the back of the class, there was a student sitting with his headphones on. When she put the novel on his desk, he threw it away. She then reminisced to a similar situation happened to her when she was young, when her parents took her to play sports, and as soon as she finished the class, she threw her sneakers away. Therefore, she didn't react, and the student didn't read the novel. The relation between the novel and the sneakers occupied the teacher's mind. And when she started to think about her feelings when she was young, she discovered that the problem was not with her parents. It was not with the training or the trainer itself. The problem is that she was uncomfortable wearing her sneakers. So next day, she stepped into the class, but this time she didn't put the novel on the student's desk. She put DVD player with audio version of the novel and a pair of headphones. The student started listening to the novel, and he showed some interest. And one day, late at night, she received a phone call from the student, and he said, "Can I ask you a question about today's assignment?" From this story and similar stories, we can see how great the impact of teachers on students is. And today we are talking about the professional development and its effect on the teachers. Let me start with the word development. I will give you a small definition about development. Development is the process in which someone grows or changes and becomes more advanced. When we look deep at this definition, we find that some aspects of development happened organically. Like we grow, we get taller, we get gray hair and wrinkles without no personal intervention. However, another aspect of development, we can call it manufacture. This happened when we decide to develop, when we decide to enhance a certain skill, when we go to play sports or attend a course or a conference like today's one. But the question is, why do we develop? What motivates us to develop? By asking different people from different professions, the result was self-development, self-motivation, self-improvement. So it's all about the self.
कनेक्टेड हो जाएगा क्या हो जाएगा ब्लूटूथ कनेक्ट करना है क्या वो तो ऑनलाइन वाईफाई करो सर आप मैं कनेक्ट कर देता हूँ ये तो कनेक्ट हो रहा
Ma'am, you are mute, ma'am. Please unmute.
This is okay?
Yes.
Okay. So, being driven by the self, does this mean that development or professional development occurs in isolation? If he lived in an island, this would be needed and much appreciated. So development is not just affected by our personal desire for improvement. External factors affect, like families, friends, all the surroundings. In education, in our field, our professional development is complemented by our stakeholders, which are the management, our peers, our colleagues, and most effective, impacted, and impactful, the students. The relation between the content, students, and the subject matter is described as the learning triangle. These are the three major factors in play when it comes to teaching and learning. We are going to take each side of the triangle separately. For the teachers, professional development affects the teacher personal skills and technical skills. Personal skills like classroom management, time management, organizational skills, social emotional intelligence, and definitely more. And the technical part, like classroom management, teaching skills, feedback and assessment, and more. So, when a teacher masters the classroom management techniques, the outcome of the lesson with the same fixed time span leads to more depth and breadth of the content. Another area enhancing through professional development is the delivery and teaching approach. So according to Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences in 1983, everyone possesses the 8 modalities of intelligence at different degree of strength. For example, in a science class, if we are teaching plant, the naturalistic student would be able to go outside and explore nature and plants and study them. The linguistic student would research and write a report about the same topic. So both students would learn the same topic with different approaches. Moreover, professional development aids teachers to become more knowledgeable about the essences of child development, the cognitive growth, emotional maturity, social interaction, and psychomotor skills. So the teacher would understand that the student who is acting out may be asking for help rather than being improper. Another area through professional development is safeguarding and well-being. So through studying the safeguarding and well-being of the students, the teachers' focus extend beyond content to social emotional growth, to the effects of the physical environment of the evolving human, sitting wide-eyed, eager to grow and learn. Through the growth of teaching skills, teachers develop a 360 view of the requirements of the teaching process. They acquire the tools that ensure that teaching runs smoothly and assure the betterment of both the learning and the learning environment. If we tackle the curriculum factor, the second side of the learning triangle that we referred to at the beginning, the framework and the standards remain unchanged. It's not the teacher's role to change the framework. It's the way the teacher tackles these guidelines that evolves. If we take cooperative learning versus group work, for example, concept-wise, there are some difference between them. Group work is achieving a given task together, whereas cooperative learning is a teaching or learning method that is pre-planned and structured. So even though in both cases group is involved, cooperative learning focuses on developing skills of participants, both individually and group-wise. For instance, accountability of individuals in group tasks, where the individual is concerned, the positive interdependence when it comes to the skills of the group. As a result, cooperative learning also provides an educational opportunity for its participant, whereas group work is goal-oriented. A study by Van Dat Tran in 2014 verifies that cooperative learning used the classroom results in better learning and high retention of what is learned. So if we take a cooperative learning in a student student-centered classroom, rather than lecturing about a topic like English, math, or science, or social studies. Teacher assigns specific tasks and roles for students, then peer teach the topic, thus serving as facilitator or mediator rather than lecturing. We conclude here, when a teacher has attended proper professional development training, the way they maneuver the curriculum is more effective. After tackling the first two sides of the triangle we mentioned previously, we come to the third and critical side, which is the student. If we talk merely logically and ask, what do you think the impact of the first two sides of the triangle would be on the third? In terms of academics, the performance, the progress, the achievement will be impacted. Students were taught better and so have and returned what they have learned better. The emotional and mental well-being of students is also impacted. They are seen as human beings who interact with each other easily. So the student who was acting out that we referred to will mostly definitely learn how to express their feelings and their emotions. They would speak up and ask for help rather than kicking and screaming, and because they know they will be heard in a safe environment. Because teachers will be aware of the fact that students are different, they will cater for individual differences. Students will be able to know and utilize their individualities. If we think again about Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences, the naturalistic student whose skills were engaged would be able to make a decision about making a major like meteorologist to be a natural explorer, while the linguistic student might one day be a bestseller writer or a playwright. So the three sides of the triangle cannot be separated. They impact and are impacted by each other. Teacher impacts the educational process in numerous ways, and even from the business perspective, human resources in most successful businesses all over the world are the most worthy of development, and the educational industry should not be less, should not be different. When teachers know better, they do better. This is why we need to encourage professional development and ongoing professional development. To sum up, education is a field that is constantly changing. It adapts in response to the evolving needs of students and in response to the constant research about how human beings learn, as well as changes and challenges in the world outside the classroom. This is why professional development becomes an essential ongoing process. And it commits us to a lifelong learning. Educational researchers have consistently proven that effective professional development leads to significant gains in terms of students' achievement and teacher quality. Therefore, no matter how long one has been a teacher, professional development is a core aspect of being a teacher, because there is always an opportunity to become more effective at what we do. And as Henry Adams said, a teacher affects eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed the presentation. And if you have any question, would you please use the chat box and write the questions so we can overcome any internet connection.
Thank you, ma'am, for your detailed speech on the topic empowering education, the impact of teachers' professional development on student learning. Now, I would like to request participants and delegates, if you have any question, query, or if you want to put your view about the keynote speech, please. Once again, I request participants, if you have any question, if you want to ask something about the topic, or if you want to put your opinion about
Good
the
evening.
keynote speech. Yes,
Good evening.
Sanjay.
This is Badiuddin Ahmad from India. Regarding this your lecture, I was really wonderful lecture to have the empowerment. Does it professional development? How this can be correlated? Correlation between the empowerment and the education. Can't we have empowerment without education?
Can I ask you to write
And my question is the impact you have given the topic education and impact on empowering the teachers development. No, does it only education which matters or anything else which empowers the teachers? Am I clear, ma'am?
It's probably in the connection. Would you please write the question? No, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Can you write your question in the chat box?
Yeah, actually, I am traveling.
Miss Reham,
My question is,
can you hear
madam?
me? I think the question is about, if I'm correct, because I know that there is a problem with the connection. I think the question is about what other aspects that empower teachers in education. So is it only about the stakeholders, right?
Exactly,
I mean, are there other factors that empower teachers and make them educate students better, other than only professional development? So what other aspects would be helpful? Am I correct? Yeah? Okay.
You are right.
Other aspects, okay. So other aspects than the stakeholders?
And other than the professional development. So other than only the professional development, would be other factors that empower educators?
Seeing dealing with teachers as human beings also is very important. It's not about only taking the professional development. It's how we are going to follow up on them, how we are going to assess their impact on students, how to listen to their feedback, because it's not only the professional development. We need to put this in action. It's what's in it for them. They have to feel that there is a career path for them. They are going to impact students and impact themselves also.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Honorable Dr. Badiuddin sir and Sara Negi ma'am. Now, is there anybody who wants to ask question, please? The keynote speech was very illustrative, and it dealt with the importance of professional development of teachers. And I think that has been well understood by the delegates and participants. All aspects related to the topic are cleared by the honorable speaker. Is there anybody?
Yes, there is a question here in the chat box.
Yes.
How often does a teacher has to take professional development? Should be ongoing, and we can have another big topic that we can give to the teachers, like based on the school's need, all the teachers' needs. So we need first to have needs analysis, and then decide plan for the teacher. It's not just the topic that they like. There is a plan because they have needs, and the students also they have needs. It has to be ongoing.
Anybody with any more question, please? I think now, sir, you are mute, sir. I think now there is not any question from any of the delegates and participants. So I would like to request the session chair of this international. Okay, sir. Okay. Then can I call you, sir, for your concluding speech? Yes, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Bert. Thank you so much, and thank you for all the attendees. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, on behalf of the college and the organizing committee, I am here. Khan ma'am, do you want to discuss anything?
No, thank you.
Now I am here for the vote of thanks. First of all, I would like to thank and extend my sincere gratitude to the chief guest and keynote speaker, Honorable Reham Elkammah ma'am, from Cairo, Egypt. Ma'am, you have told us about the importance of professional development of teachers, and it is the essence for, for imparting knowledge to the students. And your speech has enriched us. So, on behalf of the organizing committee, I am very thankful and grateful to you. I also thank the presiding authority of this international conference, respected Principal Honorable Dr. M. Betkar sir, for making us available this international platform to get knowledge about different subjects. Thank you, sir. I thank Honorable Dr. Badiuddin sir and Sara Negi ma'am for actively taking part in the discussion session. And I also thank all the delegates and participants from different parts of the country and from all over the world for making this international e-conference successful. And I request participants before leaving, please fill feedback link so that you can have your certificate. And with the kind permission of the chairperson of this international e-conference, I declare here that today's international conference is over. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Bector. Thank you so much.